Hey there, guys. Mason here, Cardinal. How we doing? Happy New Year. Kind of got a different video for you guys today. It's going to be something a little new. See if you guys like this kind of content. I'm sure you will, because it's kind of cool. I'm going to do a recent take-in that we did. As you can see, big 2 ETB bottoms full. Some intake, some good stuff in here mixed with the bad, but that's as to be expected with all purchases that we get. Story behind this guy that came in. Had a collection growing up. A guy that's here locally. Just needed some money, but it's been a rough year, previous year, and he just brought it in and wanted to get some trade in and get some cash out of it. So he initially brought us about half of the cards that we have now, and then he came back and brought the rest of his collection because I think he wanted to hold on to some stuff, and he ended up deciding not to. So got a like I said, big purchase here. I just want to show you guys what we got. The kind of stuff that might be considered a huge score. It's a nice, good stuff. So we'll just flip through and see what we got in here. My employees actually took this in, so I'm kind of new to what we got in here. A lot of good, just base set stuff. Some hollows. Condition on these tend to be pretty good from what I saw. Again, I didn't take it in, so I don't really know. But it's got a little frame on the top there, on the top frame. This was in a binder, but they were in sleeves in the binder, which is kind of uncommon for collections to come in like that. Normally, when we get collections in, they're in like the 9-pocket plastic folders, but they'll be without sleeves on them. Of course, flipping those pages over and over, those cards move around because they're not really tight, and causes that silvering on the border of cards. But this collection is absolutely beautiful when it comes to that. No silvering on the edges at all, which is really nice to see. A couple first eds in here. So base set stuff, jungle stuff, some Neo stuff. And again, some edge fraying on that side. Again, it's going to happen just from being in a binder and flipping through. It's not uncommon. And the front of these sleeves look also really cloudy, so you can kind of tell as well that they were kind of flipping through a binder or in a binder where flipping through the pages pretty frequently. So like I said, even these baby Neos, baby Pokemon, good little pickups. Of course, Jumpluff's kind of not the one, but we do have some good hitters like Meganium in the first ed. Very good card. Check the condition on that guy. Very good. Very, very good. Very clean. Hollow also looks great. Probably some micro scratches again. 20-year-old cards being in a binder. Even with the sleeve on them, you can see the sleeve is even got a little gunk on it. It happens. 20 years of moving around and dust and stuff in your house. It's going to happen. So getting good collections in is rare enough, but yeah, in this type of condition is just pretty good. Heracross, awesome Neo card. First ed. A little heavy hitter, Blaine's Charizard. I have a first ed in this other stack. We'll get to it. I'm going to try not to go too long because, like I said, it is a lot of cards, but just a very interesting collection for this guy that brought in. Again, absolutely beautiful on the back. No edge wear. Again, just to see this kind of stuff come in is extremely rare in this condition. Sure, I see Blaine's Charizards, but in this kind of shape, no. So it's very rare and very awesome. So that's why I wanted to do a video on it, just because it is such an awesome find. And he was expecting, he wanted cash immediately. A couple EVs there. Other little commons that are first eds that are just nice to have. And you know, we made his first offer, and he was just blown away with how much we were giving him. He was very surprised. And like I said, he brought the rest of the stuff in, or at least another good chunk. I don't know if he has more, but at least another good chunk of stuff coming in. And just again, just really good condition, just really cool stuff. So we got some Gym Series stuff, non-hollow Raichu. There's a nice one, Typhlosion in the first ed. Just awesome. Cards that, for somebody that's out there and wants a good clean copy. It's got one little thing right there. But very, very clean. Just definitely, I think, just making a cool video about it just because like I said, you just don't see it. And Asmero. Some promos. He's got a lot of promos in here that are, again, you just don't see often. A couple more first eds from the Neo Genesis. You know, nice Rockets Moltres right here. That's a good one. Blaine's Moltres, of course. Rockets Mewtwo, first ed. 2 or 3 big hitters right there in first ed. And even like these, you know, trainer cards with the gym leaders on it. Still very popular cards. Obviously this one's not hollow, but the hollow version's extremely popular. Oh, there's one, first ed. And it's just getting pricey. You know, people like to collect these guys just because, you know, the first gen is just so nostalgia. People remember and like the gym leaders from the games and obviously the anime as well. A couple Blaine's Ninetales, first eds. Charmanders were good. And again, it was just the amount of first editions he had. He said he would open. There's a card store next to where his mom works when he was a kid, and he would go down and he would buy cards. And, you know, for special occasions like his birthday or Christmas, he'd get booster boxes. So all this stuff was from his own personal collection and, you know, was for the purpose of collecting, and obviously just never really got played with. Were never out of a binder or out of a sleeve. Just kind of a super good, clean collection. And, you know, it's, you think about, like, we're in Louisville, but how many of these collections are out there, maybe where you live, you know? People that have awesome collections like this and just had them as a kid, you know, have them in a closet somewhere and don't really think about it. Raichu. Big hit right there. Beautiful. Koga first edge. Awesome. Koga's Ditto. But yeah, you know, he just I asked if he brought him in just because he knew that the market was so crazy right now. He said, "No, I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know. Is it expensive?" I'm like, yeah, you're gonna make me get in my safe. That's what I told him. But you know, no real filler he had. I don't know what he did with the bulk. But these two ETBs is what he had in binders, and we took them out of the binders, and a couple of shadowless stuff, fossil first eds, just kind of just a real good mix of stuff. It's really tough. Has a little damage on it, a little dirt, but like I said, for 20-year-old cards, you can't really complain. You're another shadowless first ed Ditto, Tyranitar. Just, even these trainers in first edition, just awesome. Again, some more promos, movie promos, Mew, WB promos, Arcanine promo, the Game Boy Meowth, in the plastic still, so that's cool. Again, a cool Porygon promo, also is in the plastic still. So just kind of stuff that you just, like I said, it was just cool. Awesome Eevee. Some jungle hollows now, fossil hollows. Doesn't look like any first eds, but still, just I know these all are in great condition. You know, when you take them in, you kind of look them over and you flip through them and make sure. But just got to the point where just like, yeah, all these are just awesome. Awesome Raichu hollow. Again, just all of that kind of first and second generation stuff that is just so awesome to see. Brock first edition. You see a little bit of print lines. It might be on the sleeve, but let's see what else we got in here. There's some more interesting stuff other than this stuff that, again, I think is worth making a video about just because it's awesome to see. Some more non-hollows, again, just good shape, just rares and, you know, stuff that would be good. A Psyduck promo, cool, just cute card that you don't see a lot. Ampharos big hitter. Yeah, I didn't know where this was in the stack, but not a first ed Charizard, but we'll take a shadowless one. Let's check the condition on it, we'll see. I mean, Charizards are always tough when they're in collections because you know, like, even back then, obviously, Charizard was known to be the card. So they're always a little bit more roughed up than even the rest of the collection, typically. So you see he's got some edge wear on here. A little bit of whitening on the side. No creases, though. Surface otherwise looks pretty good. You know, looking at a moderate Charizard, shadowless, can't really complain in any condition to see a card like that. So makes sense, you know. If somebody brings in stuff and it is truly from a collection, yeah, he's gonna have a Charizard if it's of this size. You know, you can just expect it. So that's a good one. Again, more Neo stuff. First eds, Pichu first ed, huge. For Alligator. All these foils, fossil foils. Like this guy was, like I said, he had to have been opening packs, just because the amount and the quality of the cards is just so clean. Gengar, fossil first ed. This is going to be probably a little longer video just because it is such a big buy. Kind of nice big scratch there, though. That kind of is a bummer. But again, can't really complain. That'll take them down to a light play. It's not like it's a heavy, you know, hairline scratch, but it's still not enough where it's denting the card or anything. Like I said, with first edition, the first gen stuff, you really can't complain, no matter what condition they're in. Togepi promo. These are just like all the promos from like that first round of Cleffa. These cards again, you don't really see like a whole lot in collections. It's just kind of incredible. Let's finish off this side of the ETB. We'll get to the other side. Rockets me out. More hollows. Jungle hollows. Fossil Dragonite. Chansey. Clefable. Another fossil Ditto. More Gym Series and Neo stuff back here. Some first eds. Shadowless Charmander. Another Charizard, because why not? The Dark Charizard. That's a non-hollow. Still. First eds we'll take all day. Doesn't matter. Blastoise. Oh, the Dark Blastoise. He was hiding. Erica's Venusaur first ed. Another awesome card. Super hard to find in good condition. For whatever reason, whenever I get this card into the shop, it is never in good shape. There's always a bend or a curve or a crease on it. And this one is just a beautiful copy. Of course, you got the whole evolution line. There you go, all together. Base Venusaur. The Dark Raichu First Ed Secret. Jumping over the swirl on the holo. There's always two cards in these old collections. There's always an Ancient Mew, which is okay because it's a beautiful card, awesome. And the Machamp First Ed, which we already passed up. I didn't even stop on it, but he's got one still in the package, and two that are super clean. He had two, I guess, just because he wanted to put it side by side in the binder, you know, in a 3-row, so you can see the front, the back, and the sealed copy all at once. Aerodactyl pre-release. This is a crimped Porygon from base set. That's kind of a cool little card to find. WotC stamped Kabuto. Pre-release Dark Gyarados. And the kind of more hard to find, obscure green stamped pre-release Clefable from Jungle. So that's cool. Again, just stuff that you don't see in collections very often. You know, it's kind of hard to believe that this is just a dude's house. You know, he's had these for forever. It just has been hanging on to him. But we'll keep it moving, keep going. Yeah, Blank's Charizard here. Let's see what this guy looks like. Holo looks good again. Edging is awesome. Maybe a little white speck right where my finger is, right here at the bottom. Another one right there. You know, I did that video about card stores not grading singles. I want to make a point that I didn't say that stores shouldn't, because they don't normally. But I'm gonna check the pops on some of these and see if it might be worth shipping some of these off. Because again, you just don't see them in this kind of shape. It's amazing. Now we're getting into some. There's some jungle or some Japanese cards in here. Again, Japanese is growing in popularity, just because people are finding out that the cards are just so much more vibrant and cool looking. Here, I actually had this as an example. The difference in the American English version and the Japanese version. You can see the gravestones and the cemetery that Gengar is standing in front of, and those are not in the English version. You can kind of see, when you know what you're looking for, you can kind of see where they are, but they've obviously been taken out of the holo. That's why it's always been kind of weird to see this Gengar just hanging out in the corner of a card with nothing next to it. It's like, this is just a weird printing. Well, it's because it's supposed to be in a cemetery, and we didn't get that in the English version. So, but yeah, Japanese cards are typically cheaper than the English ones, but they're kind of catching up now, because people are realizing just the card quality is better, the coloring is better, the layout and the way the card is set up looks better. You know, thicker on the bottom here. The way this is set up, very symmetrical and clean looking, where this is just kind of chunky and all over the place. Just I think Japanese cards are kind of due for what they deserve. You know, they are the original Pokemon cards. Even now, Sabrina's Alakazam First Ed, awesome. And a non-holo or non First Ed, another Gengar, a couple of them. But yeah, Japanese cards are, I think, severely underrated. They're awesome, beautiful cards. The holo effect, look at that. the English version is not that, doesn't pop like that. So I know that people who do collect Japanese. Look, the amount of sparkle on that card. English just doesn't see it. We don't get that. Misty's Golduck first ed. The pre-release card. Misty's Tentacruel first. You see where he had multiples of the same one. It's in this binder. Yeah, you would have had these if you opened some packs up. A Fossil Mew Holo. Blaine's Charizard. Japanese. Oh, 2 of them. But yeah, it's just very odd. Most people only collected English, and you will see collections that have Japanese cards in them that come into a shop like mine. Even just like, I guess back then, people were desperate for anything, so they were even pulling like, I see French cards, German cards, Italian in collections, and it's just like just randomly in there. Like, how did you even get this? I guess stores must have just stocked them randomly. Got what they could. But yeah, this extent, he said he had a Japanese friend that would go and get Pokemon cards growing up. So he has a lot of Japanese cards, and Erica's Dragonair first. Whew. Blaine's Arcanine. Aha. And also, that Japanese friend that he had also had the vending promos. So these are the kind of the vending series stuff. I'm going to put those off to the side because we'll get to those. Go back through some of these more Japanese cards. All the birds. Houndour, Houndoom, Scizor, Typhlosion, random Neo Scyther. But yeah, just a huge amount of just beautiful Dark Espeon. Beautiful Japanese cards. Okay, I think that's where we're starting. Yeah. So we're going to get into some of the vending series stuff that, again, he from his friend was able to get all the vending stuff. Again, we just don't see the vending series stuff here in English. A couple more Neo stuff sprinkled in. Again, iconic cards that, even if you don't collect Japanese, are still just cool pickups just because to have them in Japanese of the cards that we're all familiar with. But yeah, again, we just don't see these in collections that we buy. These little guys with the Pokeballs are the vending promos from Japan. And this guy had tons. I think he might have complete sets of them. He has to, because he just has so many of these vending series promos. And I think these cards are just so cool. And they're not expensive. Not in particular. The Imakuni cards. You might see 1 or 2 in a collection here and there, but these vending series stuff are just so cool looking because we didn't see them in English. So I just think they're so neat. Uyama's Pikachu. I had one of these earlier this year, actually. It's a pretty expensive card just because it has Pikachu. That's a cool one. But yeah, all these, here's some more Neo stuff sprinkled in, but Imakuni's Sneak Attack. A lot of these just, I don't know, I think it's cute, just the quirkiness of the arts on these. A lot of these have some weird, obscure, just arts that we didn't see that are just cute looking. Some of them are cool and beautiful. Some of them are, like hand-drawn, cool arts. just very unique looking cards that we didn't get in English. Some of them are, just stuff that we just don't see fly in the English sets and the more standard sets. Even at the time, they were very traditional about how they put Pokemon cards. You think of the classic like base set, like the Charizard. Yeah, he's kind of in a dynamic pose, but he's still front facing, head on. A lot of the Sugimori arts on the stuff that have just the Pokemon on like a really like plain background. These are just have so much character and just have so much uniqueness to them. Look at that. Hypno. I just love them. I think they're cool. They are not overly rare or expensive. A lot of these are only, you can find them on eBay for $5 to $10. Some of them 15. Just depends how many are out there. But just cool cards that I just love when I get them in, just because it almost feels like seeing stuff at Southern Islands and the Japanese, just stuff that it gives me like an alternate reality version of nostalgia, because I know it's old and it existed, but I never had it and I didn't grow up with it. But knowing that it existed back then just kind of gives me, I don't know, a weird feeling of like, yeah, I could have had these. If I was in Japan, I would have been having, the vending series stuff, and it would have been cool. It's just stuff you hear about and you scroll through on eBay or whatever, and you see them and you're like, man, that's a quirky, weird looking card. But then when you get them in person, they're just so cool. I don't think he has quite the complete Southern Island set, but that's cool. But yeah, if you want to look up about the vending series, they are very unique, cool looking cards. More vending series here. But yeah, he has a lot of them. Like I'm pretty sure it's dang near all of them. Just cool card. Like that's a Graveler, just in like out in nature, just chilling. just really kooky, just weird. Just cool art. I think we did get a couple of these, but yeah, they're just so neat and interesting. Just the character of them. I don't know if this is cool to you guys. I think it's cool. Like I said, just for a collection. Snorlax, man. Just the trees next to him. Look how big it is. I just think it's weird and just cool. And that kind of just wraps it up. I think that's all I got here towards the back. Just some of these too. They had Squirtle and Bulbasaur promos and decks in Japan. So they have these cute little Bulbasaur and Squirtle stamps on them. They're just cool. A lot of these, like, we got this as a promo and stuff, so we did get some of these cards, but just, again, it's just some of them are just so quirky. So cool. But, yeah, guys, like I said, just a cool collection with a cool story to them. The guy, you could tell he was legit and he had a lot of cool stuff because he had, like, these old deck boxes from back in the day, so, he was an actual guy's collection. And just had a lot of cool stuff that very unique and just awesome. So just cool stuff to get in. Obviously some heavy hitters with good condition on a lot of cards, so it has a lot of good value. And just again, just cool cards that it just sticks out from the regular buys that we typically do of binders full of like base set stuff or base set 2 stuff that people bring in thinking they have awesome cards, and it's just more or less bulk from back then. But yeah, just this one sticks out just because of all the heavy hitters and the the cool vending series promo stuff. So just want to show you guys, just, like I said, different videos. If you like this kind of stuff, let me know. If you're bored, let me know as well, and we'll go back to other stuff. But I hope to do a lot more stuff with store-related stuff like this, and give you an idea of just stuff, just cool stuff we get in, and stuff we're picking up. I will have more of the regular content. Kind of a weird one. I guess I'll push it back to Sunday or Monday now. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you've hung around this long, you're the best. If you're not already liked and subscribed, I would hope that you are if you're watching this far. But if not, thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever you want to do. Put a comment. Do you think this is cool? You like this kind of video? You want me to do more of them? And, hopefully, I'll see you guys in the next one. And, we hit 10K subs. It's so surreal to me, I didn't even think about, even mentioning it until right now. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. 10,000 is, like I said, it's not a number that I would even imagine that we were going to hit. So, thank you so much for doing all that. And, subscribing and just liking the channel and giving me feedback and asking me questions. I really do love it. I really like making the videos. So, let's do 10,000 more. I appreciate you guys. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.